Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here on CTV Sports. My name is Cale Newman, and we are live at the Grand Champions Polo Club field number 4 today. We have this, the final game in regulation play for the Aspen Valley Cup 8-goal. Amaro taking on Newport. We have the teams out there lined up, just about ready to get underway. Newport in the blue jerseys today, and Amaro in the white. Newport lining up Gene Goldstein, Leo Mandelbaum, Michel Dorignac, and Vance Miller. On the other side of things, Amaro with Scott Sorbaro, Michael Armour, Nick Manifold, and Kris Kampsen. Looks like we're about ready to get underway here, and away we go. Michel Dorignac going to grab a hold of this one quickly there out of the bowl-in. Passes over here to Leo Mandelbaum. Mandelbaum keeping this one going downfield here. Leo having a little trouble with the bouncy ball. Manifold going to come through on the action. And now it's going to be Kris Kampsen, the captain here for the Amaro team. Kampsen, he's got a number 4 on his back. Looking around, checking his surroundings here. Wanting to make sure he's got a clear path to pass. Kampsen still with possession, working his way over towards the sideboards. And looks like we did have... Oh no, still a live ball there. My apologies. Everybody was slowing down, but because they were approaching the boards there. So it's going to be Kampsen gets this one back under control. Kris Kampsen. His pass up the field here, looking for Sorbaro. Now Where's this one going to end up? Scott trying to get back on it, unable to do so. Michael Armour thinks about it, but unable to make contact with that ball. It's going to be picked off by Michel Dorignac for Newport. Michel, he's got Vance in behind if he needs some help. No need. He's going to go ahead and send this one down. Looking for Mandelbaum. Mandelbaum unable to get there, but here comes Gene Goldstein coming down the line. Gino working his way down. Scott Sorbaro chasing him down here. Gene Goldstein, nice pickup here. Goes off to the left-hand side. He's able to get it back under control. Gene Goldstein. And Gene going to get the high mark there. Quick goal here for the team in the blue jerseys. Newport, very nicely done there. We'll get a nice look at this on the replay. Gene Goldstein, he is so well, or he handles this ball so well. Cool, calm, and collected. Little half swing right on in. So nicely done there by the Newport squad. Putting a point on the board here. 1-0 the score as we head back to center field for another bowl-in. So a lot riding on this game today. Amaro's coming into this game with a 1-1 record. Newport with a 2-0 record. And we have Quite on Z kind of sitting there on the bubble spot. They finished out their bracket play with 2-1. So a lot could happen here. If Newport takes away the win today, then they will go straight to the final against Quite on Z. That being said, if Amaro were to win, we will have a 3-way tie and we'll need to go to a shootout scenario. So more about that information later. Here we have Leo Mandelbaum with the ball. Leo sends a pass up here looking for Vance Miller. Vance goes to the near side, picks it up. Nicely done here. But he's going to run out of real estate there, and we're going to have a knock-in. Nicely done there by Amaro, keeping a close watch on Leo, not allowing him to get to that ball. So here's the knock-in, or they're lining up for the knock-in. Kris Kampsen back there behind the ball. And here we go. Kampsen sends this one off the back line. Kampsen, he's got Scott Sorbaro here on the move. Scott hooked out of there by Vance Miller. Good play there by Vance, but he's followed up now by Michael Armour. Armour tries to feed this one right back up there to Sorbaro. And that ball, nice shot on goal there, but it's going to go wide to the right-hand side, so we will have a knock-in. But it seems like they are going to go ahead and take their courtesy change. Here we see players running off to the end line there, hopping on some fresh mounts. So we will get back underway once everyone returns and gets back into position. So as I was mentioning before, a lot riding on this game today. The standings going in, as I mentioned, Newport coming in on a 2-0 record. They won their games against Quite on Z and Pony Express. We have Amaro coming in on a 1-1 record. Quite on Z defeated Amaro, but Amaro did defeat Pony Express. So a lot can happen here. We have Newport currently on top with 1 goal. That beautiful goal there by Gene Goldstein. So as this game goes on, there's a lot riding on it. And if it does go to a shootout scenario, I will get that information out to everybody as soon as possible. We will discuss with the teams. The plan would be to do a shootout at some point tomorrow to allow the teams time for the final, which will take place on Sunday. So, teams already heading back out. That's what we like to see, keeping that courtesy change short and sweet. Think of it as a pit stop in NASCAR or Formula One, whichever racing style you prefer. Either way, it is a timeout simply to change a horse, not necessarily to talk strategy or get a drink of water or rest. That being said, you do not have to take advantage of the courtesy change. You are more than welcome to stand your current mount if you so choose. So we do see some of that. I believe we saw some of that yesterday in our Metropolitan Cup 6-goal match. Not everyone taking advantage of the change. They did, however, use that time to catch their breath, maybe grab a drink of water while the rest of the players were changing. So we've got the teams coming back out here. Newport in the blue jerseys. Amaro in the white. Amaro talking some strategy on their way back out onto the field. We're going to have a Newport knock-in to start us, or to continue things off here. Here comes Michel Dorignac. Taps this ball into play, and we are off and working here. Manifold keeping a close watch on him there, but Michel Dorignac elects to send off to the left-hand side. Ooh, bad luck there. Gene tried to get a hold of that ball, unable to make contact with it. And here comes Manifold. Nick Manifold sends a shot deep into the corner now. Will it stay on the playing surface? Vance Miller comes in trying to get a hold of it. Miller, Vance, gets it turned back, facing the right direction. Now, nice little play there by Vance. Vance, very easy to spot out there. The only man in a red helmet. Makes it very easy to see where he's at and what he's doing on the field. A couple players override. First one to get turned, though, was Leo, but he got turned a little bit before the ball, so here comes Kampsen with possession. Kampsen, Kris Kampsen, working his way down. Hooked out of there, and that ball will stop with an umpire's whistle. So here we see the replay here. Kampsen with possession. And, yeah, a little too close for comfort there. Kampsen riding out the line there, trying to prove his point. And we're going to go ahead and drop this one. Looks like it's going to be dropped on the penalty 2 stripe, 30 yards towards an open goal. And nice little half swing there, trickles over, and it's going to be, okay, my apologies there. I believe he was asking for a new ball. So that was not the shot. So my apologies here. I mean, he made it, but no, he's requesting a new ball. Wants a ball in better condition, which is completely fine so long as one is available. The umpires are more than happy to get the player a different ball. And here comes Kampsen. Kampsen with a very short approach here. Coming up at a walk. Kampsen gonna do another little half swing there, and that one will carry right on through. So all tied up now, 1 goal apiece. Kris Kampsen with that penalty number 2 conversion. First goal of the day for Newport by Gene Goldstein from the field, and Kampsen drawing first blood here from the penalty stripe. Back in action at center field. That ball put back on the ground. Here we go. Coming out of there with it is going to be Armour. Now Sorbaro. Now Miller. Vance trying to grab a hold of that one here and unable to keep it moving. Coming out of there is going to be Manifold with a little back shot over here to the sideboards. But look at that selfless act there by Michel Dorignac, keeping Kampsen away from that ball. But the Amaro team, they muscled their way through, and Kampsen picks up the pass. Kampsen looking downfield here. He's got green grass in front of him. Michel keeping him close here, but Kampsen makes it look very easy here as he's going to escort that ball right between the uprights, putting another point on the board here. Breaking the tie, taking the lead. Kris Kampsen, his first goal from the field. Nicely done there by the Amaro team. As we head back to center field, once again, to line up on our mounted officials. Not a whole lot of time left on the clock, about 1:15 as the ball hits the ground. And we've got Sorbaro trying to keep that one. No, Kampsen now. We've got a whistle here. So Kampsen coming out of the bowl-in here with the ball. Scott Sorbaro coming through there, trying to get in position for the pass. And this is going to go in favor of Newport here. Michel Dorignac behind the ball with the penalty number 5. 1 minute on the clock here as Michel sends this one back into the playing surface. Vance Miller picks up the pass. Vance drops in, picks it up, working his way down. He's got Leo Mandelbaum trying to help him out. Gene Goldstein trying to get in there as well. But that ball's going to be taken out of there by Manifold now. Manifold picks up the play. Keeping this one going here got it facing the right direction. Manifold, bad luck, miscues on that ball. Left it there right about center field. Vance Miller comes in to collect. Just about 30 seconds here. We'll hear that warning horn any second now. And here we have Miller. Loses the handle on that one, but he's able to recover. Nice little recovery play there by Vance Miller. He now has some players in motion here. Let's see what's he going to do. Elects to send a shot, not where he wanted to place that one. Gene Goldstein going to get in there and recover the play. Gene Goldstein now. His pass intercepted. Now it's going to be Kampsen. Kris Kampsen working his way down, trying to get this one into better territory. Not enough time to get it all the way down the field. And looks like that's going to do it, folks, for chucker number 1. Score stands 2-1 here. Amaro on top. We'll be right back in it with more action here, and this the Aspen Valley Cup 8 goal.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckers and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
All right, so there was a foul to end chucker number 1 there. It was very close to the double horn, but no, there was in fact a foul there stopping the action. So we are going to go ahead and continue things off here in this match with a penalty number 3. Give Kris Kampsen, he's already got a penalty 2 from the 30. Penalty number 2 here from the 30-yard stripe. He had one conversion in the first chucker. Now he's here on the stripe again to make another attempt. Kris Kampsen. 30 yards towards an open goal for the penalty number 2. Nicely done there. Textbook half swing there for Kris Kampsen. Sends it right in between the posts and putting another point on the board here, bringing his score to 3, all of which have come off the mallet of Kris Kampsen. 2 from the penalty 2 stripe and 1 from the field. So Kris Kampsen, the captain of the Amaro team, doing his job well here today. And let's see what's going to happen here out of the bowl. And it's on the ground. We're off and working. Where's this one going to go? Kampsen trying to muscle his way through there. And a whistle's going to sound, stopping the clock very early into this chucker. 6:19 on the clock. All right, after a little bit of discussion happening. So we will see. I think Umpires just want to make sure they are on the same page there, so we'll figure out what the plan is going to be. Looks like it's going to be a penalty number 5 in favor of Newport. Michel Dorignac getting this one teed up the way he likes it. And here he is with his circle and the approach to bring this one back into play. Michel Dorignac. Dorignac taps it in. Big bomb down the field. Looking for a teammate there. No, it's going to have the distance there. It's going to go over the back line and wide, just wide to the right-hand side. And here comes Kris Kampsen with the Amaro knock-in. Kampsen waits for the umpire to call play. They do. Here he goes. Ball is back in. Michel keeping a close watch on Kampsen here. Sends it off to the right-hand side where he has Nick Manifold in position. Nicely done there. Beautiful pickup there by Manifold. No one there to pick it up, though. It's going to be picked up there by Vance Miller. Miller, his pass over here. Gene thought about it, called off, though, by Michel Dorignac. Dorignac and Armour come together. Armour got a little back shot off, but here comes Leo Mandelbaum. Mandelbaum here for Newport. Mandelbaum keeping this one going. Working his way down. Oh, bad luck there. He's going to miscue on that one. Left it behind. Not what he wanted to do there. Kampsen capitalizes on that broken play. Drags it deep into the corner. Kampsen lets that defender go by. Now he kind of collects himself here, trying to keep this one going. Kampsen, his ball stolen out of there by Michel Dorignac. Dorignac and Manifold come together to battle the number 3s. Over here on the sideboards, a little bit of a sword fight here. Manifold's going to win that battle and have possession here. Looking downfield, trying to see what's going to happen. And he's going to leave it behind, but the whistle will sound. Umpire saying to use it. And Manifold tries to let Kampsen get there, but was a little too much of a delay there. So we're going to have a penalty number 5 in favor of Newport. Here is Michel Dorignac. Michel. Sends this one over. Looking for Gene Goldstein. Beautiful pickup there by Gene. Nice little neck shot towards the goal. It's got not enough angle on it. It's going to go wide over the back line, and we will have another knock-in here for Amaro. Kris Kampsen behind the ball. Ready to send it back in. Kampsen. Taps once. Checks his surroundings here. Now he unleashes one downfield. Look at that ball fly. Over here is going to be Scott Sorbaro. Picks it up right about center field. Nice pickup there by Scott Sorbaro. Working his way back towards the goal mount there. Unable to keep it moving. Hooked out of there by Vance Miller. But here comes Michael Armour. Michael Armour with possession here. Trying to keep this one under control. Armour. And Michael Armour tried with all of his might to get that one done. Unable to get it, though. Looks like we are going to go ahead and take our courtesy change now. We see the players running to the corner here. So we will get this one back into play here as soon as we get everyone back into position. And it just so happens the courtesy change happens on this end of the field this time around, closer to the tent. So change will go a little quicker. We always like to say the sweet spot is roughly 45 seconds for this courtesy change. Obviously, there are circumstances where they need a little bit more time, saying one of those examples being if the play stops all the way at the other end of the field and everyone's trailers are on the far end. You know, we will always allow the proper amount of time, but we try to keep it as short and sweet as possible when we can. Michel Dorignac getting himself ready, him and his pony, ready to go here. As soon as we have everyone back out, we will have Michel Dorignac do the honors and send this one back into play. Michel, just waiting on the signal here. Looks like we have just about just about everyone ready to go. And here we go. Umpires call play. Here comes Michel Dorignac. Dorignac taps it once, being watched closely here by Manifold. Dorignac sends a pass off to the right-hand side, looking for Goldstein. Gene picks it up. Nice pickup there by Goldstein. Gino, he's got Leo Mandelbaum coming in, getting into position. Beautifully done here by Leo Mandelbaum. Doing a nice job. Ooh, bad luck there. Able to get a hold of it. Not the prettiest shot, but he was able to reach out and get a hold of that ball. Now here comes Vance Miller, and Vance going to take this one and pull it right between the uprights, putting a point on the board here, getting his first goal of the match. And Vance Miller finds himself on the score sheet. 3-2 now the score. Beautiful series of plays there by the entire Newport squad. I love to see plays like that where they're using each other very well. The communication is great out there with these guys. Both of these teams have great communication on the field. So here we go. Ball's back in play. It's going to be Michel Dorignac. Dorignac. Michel sends one down. Keeping this one going here. Vance thought about it, unable to get there. Now Vance gets a hold of it. Called off, though, by Dorignac. Dorignac fires one down. Bad luck there. Has the distance, not quite the angle. So we're going to have another knock-in. But you know what? I love it. I love to see him shoot like that. He saw an opportunity, a clear path to goal, took the shot, and unfortunately it does not pay off this time around. But we have a knock-in. Here comes Kampsen. Kris. Having no trouble with that bouncing ball. Hit that one about a foot off the deck here. Kampsen slows it down, checks his pony, wants to grab a hold of that ball. Unable to do so. Here comes Leo Mandelbaum now. Leo and Manifold. Nicely done there by Leo. Manifold doing a fantastic job here, keeping this one going. Again, having no trouble with that bouncing ball. Got that one about 6 inches off the deck. Here comes Manifold to keep an eye on that ball. It's going to come to a stop before it crosses the end line. And here's Kampsen to send this one out of danger. Kampsen now to Manifold. Manifold. His pass over here looking for one of his teammates. Unfortunately, first one to read it is going to be Mandelbaum. Leo, Mandelbaum. Couple players all come together here. And, yep. Let's take a look at this one on the replay. A lot of players getting a hold of this ball. That back shot there by, yeah, about 4 players all convened on that ball right about the same time. So let's see what the umpires decide to do with this one, and we will get it back into play. About a minute remaining here in this second chukker of play. Kampsen will do the honors here with this penalty number 5. Kris Kampsen makes the circle here, ready for the approach. Going to send this one back into play. And Kampsen fires one down the field here. And first one to pick it up is going to be Vance Miller. Miller can't quite keep it going. Here's Manifold. Nick Manifold. Manifold trying to keep this one under control. Nick. Now Michel Dorignac grabs a hold of this one, gains possession for Newport. Where's he going to go with this? Sends it over here. Vance trying to get a hold of it, unable to make contact. And it's going to be picked off once again by Amaro. Coming down the line. Vance Miller now picks it up once again. Miller and Kampsen come together here on the sideboards. Not a whole lot of time remaining here in chukker number 2. Kampsen sends this one over here looking for Manifold. Manifold fires one down towards the goal, and Manifold, he's going to find the high mark there. What a great shot there. Let's take another look at this one on the replay. Manifold picks up the pass. One shot, sends it over the defender, and it's going to skirt right inside that right-hand post for a goal, and that's going to mark the end of our second chukker here. 2 goals separating these two teams, 4-2 the score. We'll be right back in it, folks, with more action here on CTV Sports.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo, and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before, and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo, but women's polo. So we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, it's like a big family. We're all, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live here at field number 4, Grand Champions Polo Club. This is the Aspen Valley Cup 8-goal. The final game in regular play here for this tournament. We had 4 teams enter, and this is the final game before the final. I mentioned before, coming into this game, Newport coming in on a 2-0 record, Amaro coming in on a 1-1 record. So this is a very important game for both of these teams. If Newport are able to come away with the win, they will go straight to the final against Quite on Sea, who holds a 2-1 record. On the other side of things, if Amaro were to win, which they do hold the lead right now by 2 goals, if Amaro comes away victorious today, then we will have a 3-way tie in this tournament, and we will need to go to a shootout. So, a lot riding on today's match. The players are all aware of the pressure. And we will get underway here. Looks like we have a bit of a tack adjustment timeout here on the field, so bear with us, folks. We have a player just adjusting a piece of equipment there. So we will get this one underway in just a couple of moments here once this player gets all of his equipment back in order. We'll always allow time for attack time. Sometimes it's easier to swap out the whole pony. Other times you are able to adjust that piece of equipment on the fly. So we will see what this player needs to do. Looks like he's already mounted back up. But yes, we will always allow time for that. In addition to the courtesy change, that will always be allowed. Safety first here at the Grand Champions Polo Club for both players and mounts. Looks like we're about ready to get this one back underway. And here we go. Here's the lineup, and the ball is on the ground. Coming out of there with it is going to be Kampsen. Kampsen. Kris Kampsen, his pass, no. Trying to find Sorbaro, or trying to follow up his own shot there. My apologies, but it's going to be picked off by Dorignac. Michel Dorignac again does it. Wow, what a great shot there. Sees an opportunity, takes the shot. I spoke about this earlier when we were on the other end of the field where it did not pay off, but this man has such a great eye. Look at that ball. Drops it right between the uprights. Almost dead center there. So beautiful shot there by Michel Dorignac, getting his first goal of the match. Bringing his team within 1 now. 4-3 the score. Amaro still holding on as we put the ball back on the ground here with 6 minutes left to play. Here we go. It's going to be Vance Miller up in front of the pack. Vance and Scott Sorbaro. Scott Sorbaro, bad luck there. Man, what a great run, though. He got himself in the right position there. Just goes wide, though, so bad luck there for Scott. But, man, what a great effort. Here we go with the knock-in here for Michel Dorignac. Dorignac now sends this one into play with a tap. Now elects to send a pass off to the right-hand side where he has Gene Goldstein in motion. Gino. Goldstein. Comes together there with Sorbaro, and the whistle's going to sound, stopping the action. Take a look at this one here. Gene trying to get himself there. Scott comes in. A bunch of players actually kind of come in over that ball, so we're going to have a penalty here in favor of Newport. We're marching towards the east side of the field, end of the field. Penalty. In favor of Newport here. It's going to be a penalty number 4, a 60-yard shot towards a defended goal. We see the players getting into position here. Here comes Michel Dorignac, looking for an equalizer goal. Michel takes that shot, and it's going to be good. Skirts right inside that right-hand post. Beautiful goal there. Beautiful penalty conversion, and Michel's second goal of the match, and the chucker here. So ties us up 4 goals apiece. Beautifully done there. With 5 minutes on the clock here, we're all tied up at center field. Umpires looking for a clean and proper lineup before that ball's put back on the ground. There it is, and here is the ball. Vance Miller, nice little pickup there by Vance. Sends it back through the pack of players where Michel's going to pick it up. Dorignac looking around, checking his surroundings. Now he fires a big one downfield. He's got players in motion. He finds Vance Miller. Miller fighting with the bouncing ball. Unable to keep it going here. Gene Goldstein takes this one out and around. It's going to be picked off now by Manifold. Nick Manifold flips it back to Kampsen. Kampsen now looking around, seeing where he wants to hit to. Sends this one over here, comes to the sideboards. And going to take a funny hop over the sideboards. And here's Kampsen. That ball came off of a Newport mallet, so Kampsen will have credit, or will have possession. Sends this one over here where he's got Manifold. Nick Manifold sends this one further down the field here, trying to find Scott Sorbaro. Unable to find him. Here's Vance Miller coming in with the steal, taking back possession for Newport. Miller, his pass. Kampsen tried to get there and steal that one away. Unable to make contact with it. Here comes Manifold now. Manifold and Mandelbaum trying to keep this one under control. Kampsen coming around, pick up the ball. Kampsen. Kris. Keeping this one short. He's got defenders coming in. Kampsen. Vance trying to get in there and steal this one away, but Kampsen with his long wingspan able to maintain possession here. Kampsen. Kris Kampsen, and he's going to send this one right on in. Nicely done there. Taking back the lead here, breaking the tie. Kris Kampsen with his 4th goal of the day. His 2nd from the field. He did have 2 penalty twos, one in the first, one in the second, and this will mark his 4th goal on the day. With that goal, going to head back over to center field, but we are allowing the courtesy change right now. So we'll see the players hopping on their fresh mounts, and we will see everyone back at center field as quickly as possible. And that's what we like to see, players already making their way back out. So nicely done here by both of the teams. I got to give these teams credit here. Doing a great job with time management on these courtesy changes. It's something that I do discuss with all of the teams prior to the start of the tournament. Try to give that reminder of being short and sweet with these changes. And here we go, everyone making their way back out onto the field to line up at center field on our mounted officials. 2 mounted officials out there today, Dale Schwetz and Horton Schwartz. Schwetz and Schwartz out there today. This guy's doing a great job keeping the players in line. And with 3:01 on the clock, we're going to get lined up here on our umpire. There's the ball. It's on the ground. Coming out of there with it will be Manifold. Manifold, nice little short pass up there to Kampsen. Kampsen trying to keep this one under control. But Leo Mandelbaum coming through, gets a nice little back shot off here. No one quite home to pick it up. And it's going to be sent further down. Here, Amaro, Kampsen trying to get a hold of this ball. Kris Kampsen, and Kampsen picking up goal number 3 from the field, number 5 on the day. His second of this chukker. Let's take another look at this one here on the replay. Kampsen on the near side as well, doing a fantastic job there. Kris Kampsen showing us how it's done. Just a little over 2 minutes remaining here in chukker number 3 as we get back to center field here. Ball's put back on the ground quickly there out of the bowl, and it's going to be Kampsen. Kris, his pass out here, picked off now by Newport. That is Michel Dorignac. Dorignac looking around, checking his surroundings here, slams on the brakes, let everybody go by, looking for a target to hit at now. He's got to get past Kampsen. Not an easy task. Michel unleashes a pass along the ground, coming up here, trying to get there is Leo Mandelbaum. Ooh, bad luck, tried to go for the little tail shot there to goal, unable to find it, and it's going to be sent further out of there by Amaro. First one to pick it up, though, will be Mandelbaum. Leo trying to get back to that ball. Now it's sent over into the corner. Where's Scott? Sorbaro gets called off by Kampsen. Kampsen now fires a big one down. Looking around, who's going to get there first? Manifold over center field. Mandelbaum, though, gets a hold of that one. Look at that. Scott Sorbaro coming in with the interception play. Beautiful play there by Scott Sorbaro. Scott takes a shot and just wide. Bad luck there, but man, I got to give Scott some credit. That was a beautiful interception play there. Stop that ball in its tracks and send it back the other direction. Here comes Michel Dorignac now with the knock-in. Michel, his pass over here looking for Vance. Vance gets himself established on the line here. Along the sideboards, Vance Miller sends this one down. He's got Leo Mandelbaum on the move. Mandelbaum trying to keep this one under control here. Katie, get this one back. No, he's sending it a little too far. And that's going to go over the back line and wide of the goal mouth. And that's going to be it, folks, for chukker number 3 and the first half. That warning horn has already gone before that ball hit across the end line. So we'll be right back in it with more action here in the second half. And this, the Aspen Valley Cup 8 goal right here on CTV Sports.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
When I founded the taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Sweat, back at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, and it feels so good to be back at this beautiful club.
Every year that I get to come out here, it's another year that I'm very blessed and very grateful.
I mean, the polo here is fantastic. The people, the horses, the views, everything is beautiful here. But after that, there's so much to do.
Probably the uniqueness of Aspen is how the Ganseys, especially obviously Mark and Melissa, try and make it entertaining for all different levels.
The energy in this place is full power.
I mean, I always love the mountains, and playing polo, one of the best things to do with the mountains is an amazing thing.
It's different because we play arena polo, wheelie polo, all types of polo.
Polo's had a huge, big menu, and that's the way polo should be.
I think the club is a very balanced of fun and competitive polo. I think it's great that we're able to play, some people play 3 times a week, some people play 4, some people play 5, and that's the beauty of it. It's whatever you want to make of it, and whatever you want to get out of playing, that's what you get here in Aspen.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
I mean, the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. We're on field number 4 here today. This is, of course, the final match of regulation play in the Aspen Valley Cup 8-goal. Got a nice shot of the players coming back out onto the field, getting ready to start off the second half. 2 goals separating these two teams. 6-4 the score. Amaro on top. A couple scenarios here that could come out of this this match, depending on the outcome. Newport coming into this match 2-0. Amaro coming in 1-1. We have Quite on Z sitting on the bubble spot there. They have a 2-1 record. And depending on the outcome of this match, if Newport were to take home the win, they'll be 3-0 and they'll go to the final against Quite on Z. But if Amaro maintains the momentum that they have, and they come away with the win, we're going to have a 3-way tie on our hands. And it will be a true 3-way tie because Newport beat Quite on Z beat Amaro, and then Amaro will beat Newport. So we're going to have to go to a shootout if that is the case. But with more information about that later, we need to get through the second half of this match here. Let's go over some of the scoring here. Gene Goldstein opened up the scoring in the first chukker with the first goal from the field. And then Kris Kampsen had a penalty number 2 conversion and 1 from the field, ending us off in chukker number 1, 2-1 Amaro. And then in chukker number 2, we had 1 goal from Kampsen from the penalty stripe. A beautiful goal by Vance Miller and another beautiful goal by Nick Manifold, bringing the score 4-2. And then in chukker number 3, 2 goals from the field from Kris Kampsen and 1 from the field from Michel Dorignac. And then he also had a penalty number 4 conversion, bringing us to 6-4. And that is how we got here, starting off the second half with a 2-goal spread. Players already making their way back out here onto the field. We're going to go ahead and get this one kicked off as soon as everyone is in position. Be sure to be sure to tune in later this afternoon. We do have another match here this afternoon, this time in our Metropolitan Cup 6-goal. That game will be at 4:30 over at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. We're going to be playing on the Aspen field. That match will feature the Three Graces Polo team and Mangor Pony Up team. We've seen both of them play. This will be both of those teams' second match. And we have another 6-goal match on the day tomorrow, where we will see Victory Polo play their second match and Smithfield Farms making their debut. So more about that later. We've got Kris Kampsen behind the ball, taps this one back in for the knock-in, starting off the second half. Kris Kampsen sends it off to the left-hand side where he has Manifold in motion. Nick Manifold picks up the ball, working his way down over center field now. Picking up the pass is going to be Michael Armour. Armour doing a nice job here. Bad luck, though. Miscues on the bouncing ball, but he's followed up nicely there by Manifold. But that one will go over the back line wide of the goal. Had the distance, not quite the angle on it. And here comes Vance Miller to do the honors and bring this one back in for Newport. Vance. Easy to spot him out there with his signature red helmet. Vance Miller still has possession here. Vance doing a nice job working his way down the field. Vance over center field now. He's got Michel Dorignac in motion here. Michel picks up the ball, working his way down into the red zone here. Michel Dorignac, and Michel Dorignac going to escort that one right on in. Beautiful run there. Started off there by Vance Miller, and Michel Dorignac finishes up the play. And I love this. Vance releases that pass and immediately goes to the man to keep him away from Dorignac. And Dorignac going to escort that ball right between the uprights. So, nicely done there. And Michel Dorignac getting his third goal on the day. Coming back over here to center. We've got Kampsen fires a big one down. First one on it, though, is going to be Vance Miller. Miller going to back that one out of danger. Vance over here to Michel Dorignac. Michel picks up the play, looking around, checking his surroundings now. Sends this one over. Coming up with the ball is going to be... First one on it might be Gene Goldstein. Yes, Gene gets established on that line and picks it up. Coming over here. Back that one out of danger here. First one on it will be Leo Mandelbaum. Mandelbaum now with possession. Doing a nice job here. Mandelbaum working both sides of the pony, trying to keep this one under control. Where's he going to go? Over here on the sideboards. He's going to flip this one over to Michel, and the whistle will sound here, stopping the action. Coming up here. Yeah, we see the replay. And Armour coming through, trying to get the steal. But the Newport player was there as well. So Newport will get penalty number 4 here, 60 yards towards the defended goal. Michel gets the ball teed up the way he likes. And here he comes, Michel Dorignac, from the 60-yard stripe. Michel, ball is up in the air, and that ball will go wide, well wide to the left-hand side. Bad luck on that one for Michel Dorignac. And here we have the ball placed down for the knock-in. Here comes Kampsen. Kris Kampsen. Kris sends this one over. Trying to find one of his teammates. He's going to find Manifold. Nick Manifold slows it down, waits for Michael Armour to get downfield. Bad luck there. Michael trying to get a hold of that one, unable to make contact with the bouncing ball. Mandelbaum coming in on the action now for Newport. Leo Mandelbaum leaves it behind. Michel Dorignac, first one in there for the play. Michel Dorignac with possession on the gray pony. Michel looking around, sends this one further downfield where he's got players in motion. Who's going to get there? Mandelbaum tries to poke it out of the air, unable to keep it going here. Mandelbaum recovers momentarily, but the whistle will sound. Stop of the action here. And let's take another look at this one here on our replay. Here we see two players try to poke it out of the air. The battle there, and looks like a little contact was made. So, courtesy change happening as well. Only one goal separating these teams. We did have that beautiful goal by Michel Dorignac in the beginning of this chukker. So we have Amaro scoreless so far here in chukker number 4. Let's see who will maintain the momentum here in the second half. All the players hopping on their fresh mounts, making their way back out onto the field now. That's what we like to see, trying to keep these changes as short and sweet as possible. Talking a little strategy on their way back out onto the field. Kampsen and Sorbaro. I got to tell you, Scott Sorbaro has improved so much in the past couple of years here since he's been playing at the Grand Champions Polo Club. He's been playing in a lot of our 8 goals, and even in some of the 12 goal. We might be seeing Sorbaro in the 12 goal this coming month. They were discussing that, so we will. It's always a pleasure to have Scott and Michael Armour here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. I cannot talk enough about how much Scott and Michael's skills have improved over the past 3 years that they've been playing with us. Here comes Kampsen, though, with the penalty number 5 to continue us off. Kampsen fires one down here, looking for Manifold, but it's going to be Mandelbaum. Leo gets a hold of that one. Now Vance Miller picks up the play, sends it over to the far sideboards. We got just over 3 minutes left to play. Here comes Manifold. Trying to keep this one under control here. Manifold picks it up here, working his way down. He's got a defender in front and a defender behind. Slams on the brakes. Unable to keep this one going here. That's going to be Michel Dorignac to try and get in there with the steal. And the umpire's whistle sounds. Players none too happy about this one. And yes, see, there's the on the replay there. Let's see where the umpires are going to place it. .243 on the clock as we are marching towards the east end of the field for another penalty for attempt for the team in blue. Newport, let's see, Michel Dorignac. And Michel gets the ball teed up the way he likes it. Here he is with the approach on this 60-yard defended attempt. And here he is, Michel with the hit. Sends it up in the air, and nicely done there. Skirts that one right inside, so Michel Dorignac getting another point here. Ties us back up 6 goals apiece. As we head back over to center field. A little over 2 minutes remaining here in this fourth chukker. Big shot downfield here. Leo trying to keep this one up, trying to pick it up on the near side. Unable to maintain possession, though. Kampsen going to come around the corner with it. Kris Kampsen. And Dorignac come together there on the far sideboards. Umpire says clear. Michel does. Kampsen uses it, sends it down. Under 2 minutes remaining now. And trying to get that one back under control here. Vance Miller on the ball momentarily here. Vance Flips it over to Michel Dorignac. Dorignac, nice little pickup here by Dorignac. Gets a turn back, facing the right direction now. Looking around, checking downfield here. Slams on the brakes, lets the defenders go by. Not quite what he wanted to do there. He's going to lose the handle on the ball. And coming around is going to be Manifold. Nick Manifold here with possession over there right about center field on the far side. Little over a minute remaining here. About a minute and a quarter. Here comes Manifold on the near side. Now passes over to Kampsen. Kampsen keeping this one moving. Working his way down the field here. He's got room to work here. Kampsen, though, he's going to run out of real estate down there. And we're going to have a knock-in for the team in blue. Newport. Vance Miller behind the ball. Let's see. Vance. Umpires waiting here. Now they call play. Here we go. Vance Miller sends this one back in. Not a whole lot of time left. Just a handful of seconds before that warning horn. So in the final moments of chucker number 4, let's see what they can get happen. What they can make happen. It's going to be picked off now by Dorignac. Michel Dorignac goes together there with Manifold. Sends it across. Can Gino get there? Look at that. What a shot by Gene Goldstein. Oh my goodness. Let's take another look at that one here. Gene Goldstein finds himself in the right place at the right time. Nice little scoop shot. Sends it right on in. And that's going to do it, folks, for chucker number 4. We'll be back in it with more action here after this.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, you know, it's like a big family. We're all, you know, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Live here at Grand Champions Field number 4. This is the Aspen Valley Cup 8-goal, the final match here in regulation play. And, man, I got to hand it to Gene Goldstein. What a beautiful goal there to end chucker number 4. Taking the lead here, Newport. They're going to take the lead here for the first time since chucker number 1, where they had the opening goal. So very nicely done there by Gene Goldstein. And away we go. Ball's on the ground. 7-6 the score here in the 5th. Coming out of there with the ball. Manifold got a hold on it, but now it's going to be Kampsen. Kris Kampsen fires one down. Looking around down here. No one quite home to pick it up. It's going to be Michel Dorignac now. Dorignac picks up the ball, gets it turned back facing the right direction. Dorignac. Michel Dorignac doing a fantastic job here today. Captaining his team, as well as Kampsen captaining his. These guys remain cool, calm, and collected the whole match long. And Kampsen, though, unable to maintain possession, but he will get it back under control. Kampsen looking around, seeing where he wants to hit to. He's got to get around that defender here. Kampsen elects to go off to the right. He's got players there keeping a close watch on him. Kampsen unleashes a pass here, trying to get a hold of this ball. Manifold, and that ball will go over the back line. Kampsen. There might have been a whistle there. Might have been a late whistle, but let's see what they decide to do with this one. So we're going to see what the umpires... Okay, so I see the goal judge down there waving the flag. This will be a penalty number 1. This will be a penalty 1. Oh, nicely done there. Ties us back up, and Amaro will get possession here at center field. Way a penalty 1 works. It's a dangerous or deliberate foul in the vicinity of the goal mouth, I should say. And yes, that did happen. We saw Vance Miller get a little squirrely there. Unintentional, but it is a break of the game, so we do award an automatic goal to Amaro, and they will get possession here. So, tied up, 7 goals apiece now. Kampsen with possession. Kampsen, his pass down there, backed out of there by Vance Miller. Miller now trying to find one of his teammates, unable to find anybody. Couple players coming in, trying to make attempts on the ball, and we will have another whistle here, stopping the action. And we see a couple players coming in at some funny angles there. Right away violation on the field, and we will have a penalty 5 from center to go in favor of Newport. So Michel Dorignac here, do the honors on this penalty 5. Here comes Michel with the approach. And he's going to unleash one time from the back line. Sends a big one down the field here. No one quite home to pick it up. And here comes Manifold. Nick Manifold with possession now for Amaro. But coming down the line there. Sending it back down. And here comes Vance Miller. Vance Miller now with possession for Newport. Doing a nice job here. Trying to keep this one under control. Wow, that one might have eyes. Oh my goodness. Vance Miller is going to get credit for that one there. Nicely done there on that ball. So Newport taking back the lead here. Vance will take another good look at this one. Michael Armour trying to keep a close watch on him. Michael tried to get that one backed out of danger. Just missed that ball ever so slightly. So Vance Miller's ball will carry on through. And here we have another tiebreaker. Eight to 7 the score here. Ball's back on the ground. 4 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. Here's Michel Dorignac. Getting a turn back, facing the right direction now. Michel Dorignac trying to keep this one close to him. Michel loses the handle there. Kampsen in on the action. Backs this one out of danger. Where he's going to find none other than Michel Dorignac. Drags that one forward. Now he's got all the time in the world, all the room in the world as well to get this one turned back. Kampsen now coming in to keep a watch on him. They're along the far sideboards. Michel Dorignac. Dorignac and Kampsen staying close to each other. Dorignac unleashes one downfield. Michel, where's this one going to go? He's got Leo Mandelbaum on the move. Leo picks up the ball, working his way down the field now. Can he get back to this one? He's trying. No, it's going to be picked up by Manifold. Nick Manifold, has he hit it too far? Nick Manifold dangerously into the corner, as deep in the corner as you could possibly get. And that ball will go over the back line. So we are going to go ahead and blow the whistle here. Stop the action. Going to allow for the courtesy change. And I do believe a safety. It might have been kicked by the pony. Might have come off his mallet. We're going to see what the umpires decide here Either way, courtesy change happening right now. Newport came alive here in the second half. That's what we always love to see. But let's see if they can hold on to it, keep the momentum up. As I mentioned before, Newport, they come away with this win. They're going straight to the finals against Kwai Z. So we need to see who is going to come away with it here. But Newport, I don't know what they said in the locker room at halftime, but whatever it was, it is working. Vance Miller playing a great game so far. Gene, always cool, calm, and collected, playing that number one position. He plays that number one spot so well. And yes, we do have a safety here. So we line up. We bring that ball 60 yards from the spot it crossed over the end line and allow Newport a free hit towards the defended goal. Here comes Michel Dorignac. Michel takes the shot, and that does go in. So we see the goal judge and the umpire there, each one taking a post. That's why we do it that way. Sometimes on those funny angles, 4 eyes on it is better. And Dale Schwetz, our mounted official there, had that directly in his sights. So just like that, we've got another goal here. And let's see what's going to happen. Coming out of there with the ball, and that's going to be Mandelbaum. Mandelbaum now passes over here to Goldstein. Gene Goldstein doing a nice job. Gino. Goldstein keeping this one going here. Wanting to get another point on the board. Vance Miller coming across here. Can he get back to this ball? Look at that. Wow, what a goal there by Vance Miller. And Newport just coming alive here in the second half. I love to see it. So, 10-7 the score. Wow, what a turn of events here in the second half for the team in blue. Newport doing a fantastic job here so far. Keeping this one, let's see if they can keep the momentum up. Ball's on the ground. Coming out of the bowl in here with it is going to be Manifold. Nick. Loses the handle there. Stolen out of there now by Mandelbaum. Mandelbaum leaves it behind for Michel Dorignac. And look at this. Michel Dorignac off to the races, working his way down the field. Keeping this one going here. Michel. Oh, bad luck there for Michel Dorignac. Great run, just unable to get it there at the end. It skirts just wide to the left-hand side. So, Amaro dodging a bullet here. And away we go. Umpire calls play. Here comes Kampsen with the bring-in. Kampsen looking around. He's got players in motion. Let's see where he's going to elect to hit to. Kampsen elects to send it straight towards the sideboards where he has Manifold getting into position. Manifold now. Picking this one up. Manifold. Nick. Being watched there, marked up by Mandelbaum. Manifold fires this one over here. Under a minute remaining here. Michael Armour picks up the ball. Michael sends this one down. No one quite home to pick it up. Vance going to drag it forward and get it turned back, facing the right direction now. Nice little play there by Vance Miller. And beautiful ball control by Miller. Now, it's going to be Michel Dorignac. Miscues on that one. Missed opportunity there by Dorignac. And Manifold going to capitalize on that broken play, but unable to find the high mark. That's going to go over the back line and wide. Unfortunately, that happens just after the warning horn, so that's all we got, folks, for Chucker number 5. 10-7 the score. We'll be right back in it with more action here in our 6th and final Chucker of regulation just after this.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in here on CTV Sports. This is the final chukker of regulation time about to begin here. Turn of events here happening in the second half. Newport came out of the tent very focused and driven. They had 3 unanswered goals in the fourth chukker there, and then he had another 3 unanswered goals in the fifth. Amaro did get a penalty 1 in the fifth, but as far as goals being scored, not awarded, they have 6 unanswered goals here. So that takes us to a 10-7 score here as we bring this one back into play. Vance Miller with the ball. Miller brings that one in. Comes together with Manifold, and the whistle's going to sound. So, very quick whistle here early in chukker number 6. As we get sorted here. Yeah, we see that on the replay. Manifold getting a little close. And we're going to drop this one on the center stripe here for Newport. Looks like it's going to be Michel Dorignac to do the honors this time. Michel here with a quick little circle, playing close, and away we go. Ball sent back down. Working on getting this one down here. He's going to find his number 2. That, of course, is Leo Mandelbaum. Leo Mandelbaum doing a fantastic job here, fighting with the bouncing ball, but able to maintain possession here. And Leo Mandelbaum going to find the high mark here. And with that goal by Leo Mandelbaum, all 4 Newport players have found the score sheet here today, taking his team to 11. Congratulations, Leo, on a great goal. Coming away with this one out of the bowl, and it's going to be Vance Miller. Get the first touch now, Leo. Now, Gene trying to get there. Gene ridden wide there by Michael Armour. Armour got a little touch. Now passes over here to Kampsen. Kampsen goes to the near side, trying to keep this one under control. Goes to the far sideboards now. Kampsen going to slam on the brakes, let all the defenders go by, and work his way down the field. Gives this ball a ride downfield. Big bomb Down into the corner here, he's got Manifold on the move. Manifold with Leo on his hip. Manifold waits for the player to clear. Leaves the play for Kampsen. Kampsen trying to work his way down and around. Unable to do so, and it's going to be Michel Dorignac now to come away with this ball with the steal. Manifold keeping Michel in his sights. Manifold trying to work his way over here and try to get Michel off of that ball. Couple players come together here, and it's going to be Michel Dorignac with the play. He's going to send this one out of there. Keeping this one going here. Vance Miller coming in on the action, trying to get a hold of this ball. Miller winds up trying to take a shot, unable to do so. And that ball will go over the back line there. Looks like it went over the back line there. Let's see. No, they're still playing. All right, so my apologies on that. Here we go. We're still in possession here. It's going to be Dorignac now to come up with the ball. Michel Dorignac trying to get this one back under control. He does. Gets it turned back, facing the right direction now. Sends this one down. Looking around, checking his surroundings here. First one on it is going to be Scott Sorbaro. Sorbaro, his pass not quite where he wanted to place it. Michel Dorignac. Dorignac trying to get this one to the goal mouth here. And look at that with with about maybe a foot of goal to shoot out here at such a steep angle. He's going to find the high mark, and Michel Dorignac gets it done, putting another point on the board here, bringing his team to 12. We are using this time for our courtesy change, the final courtesy change here of the match. I'm going to let these players hop on fresh ones and then get the final half of the final chukker underway. So be sure to tune in just a little bit here. We have another match on the day, this time in our Metropolitan Cup 6 goal. This could be taking place over at the Santa Rita Polo Farm on the Aspen field, where we're going to see the Three Graces Polo team taking on the Mangor Pony Up team. Three Graces lining up with Rebecca Cohen, Artemio Figueres, Justin Daniels, and Juan Bellini. And then we have Mangor Pony Up, Rick Salter, Santos Teves, Cruz Bilbao, and Gonzalo Teves. So be sure to tune in for that. This is both of those teams' second match in this tournament. We had 9 teams enter our first 6 goal this year. The Metropolitan Cup 6 goal featuring 9 teams. Fantastic turnout for this tournament. And we even have, I believe we have a couple more on deck for the next one, the Halo Polo Trophy. That's going to be starting up in February. So, Logo Polo doing great things here this year. We'd love to see it. If you're interested in playing in any of our tournaments, please feel free to reach out. You can find some contact information on our website or on our app, as well as all of our scheduling information on the GCPC app or gcpolo.com. So please be sure to look that up. Field assignments generally go out on both of those formats the afternoon before the match, so you can find out information on tomorrow's match in just a little bit. Back in action, though, at center field, we've got Vance Miller. Vance. Looking around here, trying to get around Armour. Unable to get around him. He's going to get, or Manifold's going to get that one turned back here, right to the mallet of Kampsen, Kris Kampsen. Kris Kampsen working his way down, trying to keep this one under control. Over center field now, goes to the near side, keeping this one going. Kris Kampsen. Kampsen going to run out of real estate down there. Bad luck for Kampsen. Had a nice little run, but not enough room to get it worked back to the goal mouth here, so we're going to have another knock-in. Vance Miller doing the knock-ins here in the second half for Newport. And I like the way they switched this up. Michel was doing all the knock-ins in the first half. Now Vance taking them here in the second. Well, Michel gets into position, and it's definitely working for them. They switched something up at halftime, and it is working out for the team in blue. Backed out of there by Kampsen. Now, Kampsen picking up his own shot here, working his way down. Kris having some trouble with the bouncing ball. It's going to be picked off now by Dorignac. Michel Dorignac with possession now, looking around, checking his surroundings. Alexis had one off to the left-hand side where he has his number 1, Gene Goldstein, in position. Gene, ooh, bad luck there. Miscues on the ball. A couple players making swipes at it, but here comes Kampsen on a little bit of a breakaway here for Amaro. Kampsen slows it down. Going to just stick and ball his way down here. And one more little tap for good measure, and he's going to get another point on the board here. Kris Kampsen finding another point. That is going to be Kampsen's, I believe, his 5th goal on the day. Yes, his 5th goal. Manifold had one, and then they did have a penalty one awarded, so that brings them no, his 6th goal. My apologies. So Kampsen's 6th goal on the day. 12-8 the score. About a minute remaining here in Chukker number 6. It's going to be Dorignac here with possession. Michel Dorignac. Now Vance Miller. Miller fires one down here. Big bomb down the field. Not on angle. It's going to go wide. Well wide over the back line. And it's going to be an Amaro knock-in. Kampsen brings this one back into play here. Looking around, checking his surroundings. He's electing to take this one all the way down on the right-hand side of the field. He's got Mandelbaum keeping a close watch on him. Kris Kampsen working his way down the field here, trying to get one more point on the board if possible. Kampsen slows it down here. Kris Kampsen and Kampsen. Gonna put that one in. Putting another point on the board there, right there at the end of the Chukker for good measure. So congratulations to Newport as the clock ticks down. Congratulations, Newport. You're going to go to the finals against Quite on Z. More information on that final. That should be on Sunday. I will be sure to put that up on our calendars. You can find all of that information on our website, gcpolo.com, or on our app. But more about that during the next broadcast. We're going to go ahead and shut it down. We've got another game to get to. Thank you so much for tuning in on CTV Sports. My name's Cale Newman. We'll see you guys on the next broadcast.